Season, a great game awaiting us in this primetime showdown, CD. You've got two teams with eyes on going to and winning a Super Bowl here this season.
God, I fucking hate Facebook, man. It just shuts me down.
Bay should be a lot of fun.
I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
Last year, got to the playoffs and were eliminated by teams that really figured heavily in the Super Bowl contention. Let's go ahead and start with Dallas. They ended up losing at home to San Francisco, who went to the NFC title game against the Rams, who beat Tampa in the playoffs and then won it all. Both these teams have excellent quarterbacks, top-notch coaching staffs, and big-time dreams of getting back to the Super Bowl.
I'll be fucking goddamn.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday.
Hold on.
Give me another hell yeah. Give me another hell yeah. Give me another hell.
Ryan with the 1,000 fucking stars. Are you shitting me, dude? Thank you so much, Max Cutie, Brian, Shelby, Paul. Thank you guys so fucking much, man. I got kicked off. Violation on, you know.
Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And I
caught a violation.
Well, for a little bit we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
For 1 month, many people thought
Ryan with the 1,000, dude. Are you shitting me? Thank you, fam.
Of course, there were others who expected
appreciate the fuck out of you.
And he did so 40 days later for a 23rd NFL season. Leading the league in completions, yards, and touchdowns at age 44. He showed that he's as good as ever. But of course, losing in the divisional round, not the way he wanted to go out in his final game. For TB12, is Lombardi trophies or bust?
That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so
many great stops like that
on 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Brady. Complete to Jones. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
Well, they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. First down, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
Fucking blasting him.
At the 38.
Making him think.
Second down and 3. Now Brady looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Not good.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are.
They're going to take it all the way to the house, I feel.
They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they've got this down to about
I'm just hit sticking everything.
But not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week 1, Charles. They would like to see key acquisitions, some bright spots.
I was waiting for it.
Preseason injuries. They have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try to have their starters ready for week 1, guys,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Micah Parsons showing off.
Micah Parsons, baby.
As he gets the sack.
I
really do always rush with my DN, fam.
Thing as well. 13 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, and unanimously won the Rookie of the Year on the defensive side of the ball.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete.
First and goal.
Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I'm definitely down,
That's a
fam.
big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive.
I'll be getting that Modern Warfare 3 soon.
But it created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because
I don't like the 4-3, but
on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll give Fournette another crack. Chip, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are on the board here first in the season opener. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
You don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Prescott, you got some work ahead of you, pal.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Team Rash, fam. I don't even think they make an ointment strong enough for that shit.
Finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now it's Ryan Suckup on.
Suck it, Bon.
Away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
I'll take it to the 20.
The field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings him out.
And not only was it great to see Dak Prescott make his return in 2021, it's even better to see him playing the best ball of his career.
Look at this fat bastard McGovern.
Title in its best record in 6 years. Dallas also led the league in yards and points. The first time it has led in both since 1970.
We still got Elliott on the team. Yeah, this is
Prescott
2023.
and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
You're going to have to show me I was done, maybe.
Second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the 22, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there.
7-zip. We're making our way down the field.
It was certainly a sign of the faith that they have in Michael Gallup to step up and be that type of weapon across from C.D. Lamb. He hit 1,100 yards back in 2019, but missed half of last year with a pair of injuries. He steps up here and moves the chains.
All right, so our run game is ass.
Yardage back at the 43-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Prescott from the gun. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. Prescott now from the 50.
Jesus!
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over
man.
right at the 50.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run it here with Bernard. Tackled there by Leighton Vander Esch. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that.
You ain't about that life, Mr. Young. You ain't about that life, might be.
A lot of misdirection now. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
Dak just doing Dak shit. That's all it is.
Figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Dak just doing Dak shit.
Just a yard on that last run. Here's Brady to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he'll go down, but not before
I'm gonna get smoked.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He completes it to Jones. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now a carry for Bernard. Then he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
You don't get to celebrate.
A lot of hype, of course, going into this one with the Cowboys and the Bucs. They met last year in the season opener. Remember, that was the night they raised the banner in Tampa. It was also Dak Prescott's comeback game, and the Bucs wound up winning 31-29 on a late Ryan Succop field goal. Really good game that was. Well, these two teams were also the 2 best offenses in the NFL last year. The Cowboys gaining 18 yards over the course of the season than the number 2 Bucs.
One of the worst to ever fucking do it.
That sets up a 1st and goal.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah. You can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Brady now to throw. On the screen, Bernard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Brady. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Brady. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Let's go!
Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot
Pick
race.
6!
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Folks, remember this, his first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance. Not one whatsoever, but he
To
got
the
it done.
crib! Bland! Ain't so bland, he was seasoned. My man was a
The
seasoned.
extra point.
Oh no! Ah!
And
Okay,
he's
I
got
got
his
it.
New Year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good.
It's my first time ever playing it too, so.
Defensively getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That Dallas defense, baby, are you shitting me? No, not. You know, I gotta roll me up an El Scroogerino, an El Dutcherino. The old Grinch finger. This is a little ditty. About licking my asshole. Bet you guys play tomorrow, don't you? That's a big game for you boys. That was a tough L against the Bengals, but the Bengals always play you guys hard, man, for whatever reason. Get that, dry it out, because you know I'm a licker. defense got it done.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Tie ball game.
Picked off Brady, baby.
In the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure.
Nah, I don't think that's going to happen, young. And boy, you already know, fam. Got to.
It's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now Brady to try again after the pick six. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Shotgun now for Brady. Right back to Chris Godwin. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Well, Charles, you take a look at the draft class for this offense. It's highlighted by a first-round pick who provides a much-needed boost to their offensive line.
And you and I both know it's the kind of pick that doesn't often get a fan base really excited.
Let's go,
I
baby.
know who is excited. Their quarterback. He won't get hit as much, and that should improve the rest of the
you already
offense
know,
as well.
fam.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Brady going to throw. Jones has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Flush. And he can't find a receiver.
That's what I'm talking about.
Clock running. The Bucs trying to go quickly and get set. Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. To throw is Brady. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Diggs!
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
Diggs with another pick! Well, planning out Diggs, baby. Let's go.
38-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing. Prescott.
Fucking bitch, man. Shot it right to him. Classic Dak. We're just going back and forth with picks right now.
Well, Charles, you're so close to
gave it right fucking back to him, dude.
You do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Missed it.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles.
Go, Matt.
And as you see,
27-28 final
on Thursday night.
Well, 1 point battle.
A touchdown run in the victory. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home.
I'm playing franchise, fam, on
and they were losers
promo.
in that ball game.
This is my first time playing Madden. I can't tell you how many years, so I'm just trying to get into the swing of things.
In the Week 1 victory. And finally, what a kickoff to Monday Night Football. Russell Wilson's first game as a Bronco,
Shelby.
And it's in Seattle.
He's in Florida right now with my mom and dad having a grand old time.
Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And they were able to have some success throwing the football against the secondary. Look for that to continue as they try to break this deadlock. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
I'm not a big sports
It's a new season.
player.
So both
Look
these
at my
coaching
Trump
staffs
pants.
likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. But we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of
I got nothing.
Let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And out across midfield down to the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage.
Wide
so timing
open.
is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first
Dave,
down.
what is good, my dude? How the fuck are you doing, fam?
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be
I was about to quit this game. Never played again.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On play action, Prescott. They'll roll him out right.
Come
And
on!
his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I don't care how many times we say it.
Some ciders in Modelo.
Backs and receivers do the pass
I'm making my way through some PBRs right now, Tall Boys. I'm about 4 in.
We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a
Are you
golden
shitting me?
opportunity wasted there. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Fucking missed it.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Line to the right, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it.
3 ciders is a Dave now?
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Now, this game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
What a fucking bitch, dude.
Well, we talk a lot about referees trying to protect quarterbacks, and no question they're going to protect number 12.
And really, truly, around the league, the intent is to protect all quarterbacks. It's just common sense.
Pressure applied, and he's
Protect that, bitch.
They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback.
There's also called cider at school. Whatever you call cider at school.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. From the gun on third down, Brady. And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Extra point try now for Suckup. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown
I bet
reception.
you do sweat the Christ.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Oh, tree-seeder.
This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the 35 on second down, Prescott, he'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half, seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
A gain there of 21 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Do something, bro. I'm still learning the buttons, man.
We'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
I don't think I played Madden since Sega,
so
fam.
From inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
That dude's been injured
medical staff is going to come
left
out
and
here
right
and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him count things out.
I thought about it, man.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. That throw by Brady incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. The offense on third down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Brady. That's complete. Bernard. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Want that shit.
Failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Brady to throw. And that is incomplete.
Want that shit.
Frustrated quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He came through with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Prescott now. Flush to his right. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And
let's go, Lamb and damn it, ding dong.
Tackles made at the Bucs 39. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And he won't get much. maybe a couple down inside the 35 and the 34. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Marr able to put this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead.
I'll take that kick.
Here he ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from home.
51-yarder.
Pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Calling a gain of 3 on the play.
Gotta go for it.
4th down. Now Brady got to have this one.
And does he ever?
Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans.
What a fucking absolute fucking stroke.
Use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. We know it all too well. You give Tom Brady time on the clock in the 4th quarter. You're playing with fire. We just saw it.
Yeah, and when you talk about playing with fire, it's really more like a raging inferno when it's Tom Brady, isn't it? And you almost expect it. Actually, you know he's going to come downfield and score against you. But here's the thing. Can you match Tom Brady now? Because there's still time on the clock for a chance to come back at it.
Yeah, maybe that long touchdown, they would have preferred something a little more methodical, because you're right, there's still quite a bit of time. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So Dak and the Cowboys down 21-17. A minute 36 to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Dak. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott. Able to find Gallup. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly.
Come on!
Knocked away and incomplete. Line line of scrimmage. Again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Dak. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys. It's 3rd and long. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. To throw, Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Disgusting performance. We deserve to lose.
And the Buccaneers have just about sewn up this football game.
Fuck, man.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They did it.
These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Buccaneers, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night.
Not a bad
and they'll get
game.
another road test next
I played
week as they have to go to
terrible.
New
I don't know what
Orleans
I'm doing.
to take on the Saints. Meanwhile,
I'm just bad.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. This is the player card. Here you can see this is the development trait. Here are a player's motivations. How well your team aligns with each player's motivations will determine how interested that player is in re-signing with your team. Or this is the abilities tab. Here, this player has a zone ability. This is a powerful ability that can be activated when the player...
Facing a quarterback like Joe Burrow represents an immense challenge for any
Welcome to Weekly Strategy. Each week you can find valuable information about your upcoming opponent. You can choose one game plan focus with pros and cons that will carry over into game day. This shows some basic stats about your upcoming opponent. This is how you access the new player health screen. Each week It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we've got the Bengals veteran linebacker. He's coming off an excellent 12-tackle game last week. It's the Bengals and the Cowboys, next on EA Sports.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. Charles, our quarterback matchup here, it's a good one. Joe Burrow of the Bengals, Dak Prescott of the Cowboys.
And you're talking about two young quarterbacks with exceptional skill sets that we believe are ascending. I think that each is on a path where they may be headed towards All-Pro, maybe even MVP status, and they want to carry their teams along with them.
two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Cincinnati's offense takes the field and leading the way for the reigning AFC champs is last season's comeback player of the year, a man who needs no introduction, Joe Burrow.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winner, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
As Jamar Chase picks up a first down here, how about a quick reflection on his debut as a rookie? Set a new rookie receiving record and the Bengals franchise record with 1,455 yards and was third in the league in touchdown. He became only the second rookie receiver named All-Pro since 1998, joining former LSU teammate Justin Jefferson, who did it in 2020. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On one, right?
From midfield now, Burrow got a man open. It's Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The numbers a week ago for Chase. 7 catches, 94 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy that defenses have better focus on.
Here's the option going left on second down. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. He's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
On one, ready?
Now Burrow on 1st down. Dancing to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's
just
like the
fucking Bengals.
Dealing with a 3rd and long.
And we often talk about defensive end setting the edge, sometimes even the outside.
Gagging.
But how about here? This is a quarterback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Disgusting.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get it down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain.
Smitty, what is good, fam? Gene, how are you doing tonight, man?
The field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup.
I definitely do. Well, this is my first time playing it in a long time, but I had the itch. My first time playing it in a hot minute, man.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first
Not doing
and 10
so well.
At their own 26. They start on the ground with Elliott.
About to be 0-2 on the season.
About the 32. The numbers for Zeke from last week.
Fucking gotta love that.
Carries, 52 yards and a touchdown.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him.
How'd you do tonight, man? Did you work all weekend or just today?
If he can get a little more output on his touches this week, he should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys.
Aren't you glad you got to do that?
Tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Yeah, it was more exciting than my game today, I'll tell you that.
First down carry by Elliott. And able to
Shit
get
was
this to the
fucking
31.
whack.
The Cowboys had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
On 3rd down, Elliott. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
I fucking missed.
The kick by Maher is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a
You guys,
field goal,
I didn't realize you guys are coming in so strong,
because they
man.
didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball.
I don't know if it's because I watched it too.
And put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Taylor decides not to try to return.
Well, yeah, you guys like to shoot yourself in the foot.
Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say, 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating.
It will indeed, won't it? Can you figure out QB rating? Can you do it? Can you do the formula?
No, I just know the higher the number, the better.
Yeah, that's what I've been told
That's what
too.
I know.
I know that in the NFL, 158.3 is the number they're all trying to get to. I think he was that on that last drive.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Come on, fam.
2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. And that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And they're
Fucking
gonna have this
dancing
across
around.
midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
On one, ready?
Working with a 2nd and 3. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll work it inside the 30
Fucking
to the
getting
29-yard
pounded
line.
on.
That one a first down pickup of
Getting
8.
pounded on.
Once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On one, ready?
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. They will throw on first down with Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Oh my God, take the ball!
It's incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can.
Fucking bitch!
Minute man coverage. In this case,
Why is the center wide open?
That ball free.
On third down, Burrow. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
McPherson's kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And for what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Prescott to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott on 3rd and 2. He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His first touchdown here.
Let's go, baby.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
What a throw.
Back to nearly 30
What a
minutes
catch.
of football. That touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. 5 plays there.
Steven, what is good, my dude? How the fuck are you doing tonight, man? Good, I hope.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not.
All right, hold on. I'm going to throw up. Not really. I got to pee, though.
Here we go.
First down. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
To throw on second and 10. Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
Of course they are.
Stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
On one, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Burrow will throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here we go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play action. It's Burrow. Buying time to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So on fourth down, on comes the left-footed punter Kevin Huber to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Prescott on first down. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in week 2. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where you see the final score there. Jared Goff, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in week 1. Next, we head off to check out another game. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. 2 touchdown passes there for Marcus Mariota.
Jesus.
Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. Baker Mayfield, 3 touchdown passes as his guys bounce back from the defeat on opening weekend. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for the Bengals. And they were able to have some success throwing the football against the secondary. Look for that to continue as they try to break this deadlock. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Sure is.
Both of these coaching staffs feverishly making their final plans for the second half. One of these 2 teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And it'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Come on,
They
dude.
do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. To return is Taylor. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase.
Come on,
A
fam.
6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
11.
Mixing up the middle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
11 coming. 12, 11 mighty.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over the 21-yard line. But a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
On 2nd down and 4, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Inside give to Elliott. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 7.
That's why you go for it on 4th down.
Cowboys have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Extra point by Moore. Up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble that led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles, but they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now, get some points on this drive.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not today, pal.
Once again, they run with Mixon. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Let's go. What a stop.
Continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside. And
What
just try
a
and ram
fucking
his way
stop.
forward and get what he can.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Taking it about the 36. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And out now come the Cowboys. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders.
Oh my
to
God,
stay
Gallup
after
was in the end zone.
Up, and sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
The give is to Elliott. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Here's Prescott. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. The kick by Marr is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Not great.
This will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on second down. Burrow complete to Boyd. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Throwing, Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
All because I fucking strayed away from the game plan.
This one taken just inside the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Are you shitting me? The worst coverage ever, Jimmy. And I gotta hold
So
it.
already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury.
I strayed away from the game plan, and that's what happened.
Begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the
Holding.
offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation,
Come
get 2 first
on!
downs to help out with field position at the least.
Fucking with me, man.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Well, Prescott here to throw. Rolling to his right. And a throw right sideline is complete.
How about Fultzy, baby?
Just shy of the 45-yard line.
Because this is 2023.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott.
Get off me. Get off
Now
me,
a
Sam.
second timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Elliott running right through him. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Again to Elliott. 77
Got it,
yards
baby.
rushing now for Zeke, and he's got a 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs.
Well, Jimmy, I'm telling you, that game got boring to watch today, didn't it, Strat?
Mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep
I
the
was
ball.
like,
keep
wow,
getting
this
off
shit
those other
sucks.
sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8
I don't know why
coming
I'm
up.
doing this, but I'm doing
Yes,
it.
in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Prescott.
He just wanted to get. He just wanted to fucking hit, Sam.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. On a nice burst
That's
there
it.
as he'll take this
And that's
inside
it.
the
20-17. We'll take that win.
It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
We'll take that win. Finally, we're 1-1 on the season, baby.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Cowboys, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants.
Yeah, baby! Playing the Giants.
0-2, and they'll try and turn...
Let's get his blocking up. You were able to have success against Joe Burrow and get that win this week. What went into making that happen? Joe Burrow is a special player, but we had an excellent game plan that team executed. Really proud of how our defense played.
Welcome to your franchise staff. Here you find the right coaches to hire for your staff and upgrade them to help improve your team both on and off the field. Staff points can be used across all of your staff characters. To access talents down a tree, you must purchase at least one tier of the when you have enough staff points to see what effect each some talent trees make you select a path to follow to build your
Give me another hell yeah.
Nathan Van, what is good, my dude? Nathan Van, what is good, my dude? It's going to be raining the entire game this week. It probably won't take long for the conditions to get pretty sloppy. Rough footing. Beat the Giants and rack up 150 plus running yards. I think we could do that with...
These players are on the last year of their contract. Re-sign them to avoid losing them next season. Choose from 4 preset offers that range in level of risk.
Oh, I fucked 2 shits up. Are you shitting me? Where you going, fam? I fucking love that, honestly, dude. That's fucking dope right now. Bland, let's go, baby. Man's on the plane watching me for 20,000 feet.
It's week 3 of the 2022 season. And coming up, we've got Daniel Jones. He was good for him a week ago, reaching 325 yards. It's the Giants and the Cowboys under the lights on Monday night.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we wrap up week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Cowboys in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses.
No Monday Night Football action.
They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings them out.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 17 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2nd down, Prescott.
Oh, no.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. And and let them know he'll be back the very next series.
Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football.
I'm disgusted.
6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw caught by Tony. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He'll buy some time right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well, this defense for the Cowboys much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the
No fucking way, dude.
that they're looking to correct.
Jones to Galladay.
51-0 final. Jags versus Chargers. What the fuck are the Jags doing in this game, Gene?
Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone, because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
It was a bit of an adjustment for Kenny Galladay in 2021, his first year in New York, and with new quarterback Daniel Jones. His mission, get back to his Pro Bowl form here in 2022 and avoid similar struggles. That catch right there, a nice way to get going.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Throwing Jones. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a
Keep it down to a
back,
field
someone
goal.
to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. This is a 26-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Three 0 after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Draw play, Elliott. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When a drive works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And the defense will spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Play action now, Prescott. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 2nd and 2, Jones, a throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs, and he takes this one back.
You needed that, baby.
And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. New York ready to go again offensively. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Jones. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They were winners last week against Cincinnati. And right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And
that's nothing.
Immediately there. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Elliott running right. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Prescott off play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send him back to the drawing board.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's
Zeke can't run shit.
So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Prescott down. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On second down, Elliott. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now Prescott. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Marr able to put this one through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Bitch.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, Time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the Panthers who are able to come away with the home victory. Baker Mayfield leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Trevor Lawrence, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Miles Boykin, a touchdown catch in the victory. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And this has been a strange game to figure out. Negligible numbers in rushing. In fact, they're not even in double digits yet, but they've got a halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Giants, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Jones now on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st. 2nd down and 7. Back to throw. Jones. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Come on, man.
It's Tony. He's got it.
What are you fucking doing?
We'll have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
First down carry by Allen. Down to the 42, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Prescott. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a one-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Not gonna happen.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Operating from the gun, Jones. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. Prescott looks to throw on first. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Switching helmets into Big Apples really provided a spark for Leonard Williams, the former 6th overall pick. 18 sacks over the last 2 seasons while playing multiple spots along the defensive line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Now on 3rd and long. will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down. They may be going backward here.
Come on.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. New York set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Jones to throw on third down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. It's taken to the 26. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. 10 carry now for Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll try to run for it with Elliott. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Let's go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Prescott escaping the pressure right.
Oh, no.
They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up.
Oh, no.
Jackson, and the Giants are going to get the football.
I'm sick to my stomach.
The ball will come out to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in their own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Elliott. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards. Makes it 3rd and 7 now. Here's Prescott. Rolling to his left. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket. Wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Marr on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. So now Jones and the Giants down by 2 touchdowns, 33 seconds to go. They're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And that won't help much. Only a yard on 1st down. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Let's go,
so
baby.
This one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter. But 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Dallas, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the early struggles continue.
17-3. Giants. Now we got Commanders. Yeah, he's the captain of the ship. Throw 3+ touchdowns. Jesus.
NFL 23. And this one will feature Kendall Fuller, who picked up 6 tackles in last week's contest. It's the Commanders and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the 7th-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His 3rd NFL team, Carson Wentz.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Wentz to throw on the first play from scrimmage. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Washington welcome a redo at his first year there. Injuries kept him to less than 100 snaps across 5 games. Everyone's hoping to return to help get him back on track, but he's making a push for his first 1,000-yard season in Carolina. That catch there, good for a first down.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Let's go.
And without a doubt, that's the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
Now, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
They start on the ground with Elliott. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That third down conversion good for 23. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Montez Sweat with the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. Toward the back corner of the end zone. He can really get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Let's go.
Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
That time, a 9-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Out left to Dotson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Come on.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Wentz. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback there for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Broken foot limited DeMarcus Lawrence to 7 games last season and only 3 sacks. And the Cowboys, they didn't even get back to his Pro Bowl form. At one point in his career, he had 25 sacks in a span of 2 seasons.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Wentz. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone. He's hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Dorrance Armstrong. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. They'll drop the throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Are you shitting me, dude?
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Well, he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Gibson fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On play action, it's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Let's go.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Sly able to put this one through. They are on the board, but still trailing at 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Are you shitting me, dude?
Right there at the 22-yard line.
This cost me everything.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
So that
Give it to me right back.
definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field, thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, the Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Again to Elliott. And he's brought down, getting this one out to about the 35. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
First down, Prescott. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. On 2nd and 10. Prescott escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and the guy has the legs to escape most of these.
Now Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter, Brian Ager, to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. Now a hit and a loose football.
Another fumble.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 2nd and inches, Wentz. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Taking down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. The Bears trying to finish that one off and claim victory. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. David Bell, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Wentz bringing the Commanders out for 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. But despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Come on, dude.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. To throw, it's Wentz. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Wentz finding McLaurin there for the Commanders first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Gibson again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. They'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Prescott nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take... at the 39-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the set. That's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw complete there to Thomas. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That ball nearly intercepted, but it could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now Elliott. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down at the 32-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Maher is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do and kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And not willing to risk another fumble. They'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing his Wentz. And Thomas has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down. Wentz. Quick slant, Dotson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Working from the gun, Wentz. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some 7 yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Wentz. Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Micah Parsons. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and they'll feel like I'm quoting a bad movie. They did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other. Every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying him. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Well, following the play here, now we've got an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Looking long for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Here's Elliott. 73 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
The defense is not to be
Charles is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defense. offensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
They'll start by running the option to the right. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The last run got 6. Now second and 4. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.